Hi, Krista Mashore, Homes by Krista. Thanks for tuning in. Today we are interviewing Silky Sonnen with the law offices of Silky Sonnen, and we're going to talk about the 3 things that you need to know while you're divorcing. Not the best subject, but the 3 things you need to know when you have real estate involved in selling a home while you're divorcing. Okay, so tune on in. Silky, what things do people, when they're getting a divorce, not the best thing to think about or talk about, but when they are getting a divorce and they own real estate, what happens?
Okay. So the first thing is you have to decide the value of the house. Okay. And what I mean by decide is it's not what he says, it's not what she says. It's a neutral party who is generally an appraiser. Okay. Comes out, looks at the house, and gives a value of the house.
And the good thing about using an appraiser is they're completely neutral. It's not like you're using your wife's best friend's sister who's a realtor who might be swaying one way depending on what the party. It's a neutral third party.
Yes. Okay. And that's very important. Okay. And that actually trickles down into the realtor. The realtor also has to be very neutral.
Gotcha. Okay.
So from there, once we have a value, then they have 3 options. Okay. They can sell the house, which I actually recommend is one of the best things for these parties to do.
Okay. Why?
Well, generally these houses have many memories, right?
Oh, okay.
And when you're divorcing, you want to have a fresh start.
But sometimes, isn't it, if they can keep the house, if it's doable, if there's children involved, they don't have to move out of the school or move out of the district, or kind of, does that ever play into it?
It does play into it, but why can't you just find a different house in the same district near the same school instead of even having the children go through those same memories? Oh, I used to see mom in this room. Oh, mom used to make food in this kitchen.
And now she's not there anymore.
And now she's not there.
It's optional. They do have the option to keep it if they want to. So
they have an option to keep it if they want to.
Okay, so number 1, they establish a value.
Yes.
Then they decide whether or not they want to keep it or not.
Yes.
Okay.
And then once they've determined what they want to do, then we need to move to the next stage.
Okay, so buy, sell, or keep.
Yes.
Those are the 3 options. You can either sell it.
Yes.
One of the parties can buy it.
Yes.
Or they can keep it together until they feel the values are up.
Right.
Okay.
Or they want to stay in until the child's 18.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that was one option I didn't really even think about. That's good to know.
And there's a law for it. Okay, so you can do that. And,
wow.
And it works out actually quite good. Okay?
So you can require it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, you can require it. Yes.
Gotcha.
So when you say they're going to sell the house, okay, that becomes the appraised value, and it's very simple. You take a loan document, right? You figure out what the loan is based on what the current loan value is, right? You take the appraisal, okay? You subtract the fair market value from the loan.
What they owe. Boom. That's the equity.
And that's your equity. And that gets divided 50-50.
After all expenses and fees.
After all expenses and fees.
Got it.
So that's relatively simple, okay?
That is simple.
Yeah.
But they don't make it simple. A lot of times when you're, so one thing if I can say too is, we talked about this before, is that if you can, as much as you can, just keep the attorneys out of the part of the selling, it's going to save hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yes.
If you just, instead of going to the attorney, to the back and forth, it's just easy if they can just allow the real estate professional to help guide them and then just update the attorneys as to what they've decided.
Yes, that's the best route to go. So if you're not going to sell the house and you want to buy out the other party's interest, then you still need to get the value. You still need to know what the appraisal is. Now, there's a difference between fair market value and refinance value.
Oh, very true.
Right?
Yes.
So the party who wants to keep the house always wants to use the refinance value. The party who wants their interest bought out wants to use the fair market value.
And that's a very good point. That's why you have to have a whole separate appraisal. Do not go use the appraisal that the bank is getting if they're doing refinancing the house, because the values are typically a lot less. You want to get a third party appraiser to appraise the home and then use that value, and then if they would like to refinance, they can refinance after that.
Yes. And they say, oh, well, it's going to cost $300 for an appraisal. Why can't we just reuse the refinance value? That $300 versus thousands of dollars of what you're going to lose by not getting that done. So you have to think about the real value of these things, right? You can't have this mentality of, I need to save $300 now, because that's going to
in the big picture.
In the big picture, refinance values and fair market values can be tens and thousands of dollars of difference. So you really need somebody who's going to show that to you. You as a
in a non-biased
way, and clients don't know that, right? So that's why we're here telling them that this is your different types of options.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Anything else that they should as real estate related?
Yeah. So the other thing is there's a law out there that says if all you have to do is transfer title, right? And there's no money that's going to be transferred, and all it is a transfer of title. There's an easy way to do that. And all you have to do is talk to your title company and say, this is the only thing that we need to get done. So you don't have to go through all the legalities and pay attorneys thousands of dollars to do something that you can do on your own.
And honestly, if you call, you can call a realtor and they can go to their preferred title company. They'll typically do it for you for free.
Yes.
But then you have to actually go down to the county recorder's office and record it for a small recording fee.
Right.
Yeah.
And the recording fee is like $30.
And why would they do that? What would make them want to just transfer it? If one party was maybe being nice, or if there wasn't any equity at all?
If generally it's if there's no equity in
Got
it. You know, when the market was down, there was not much equity. So there was no point of fighting about something that doesn't have any equity in it.
Okay, makes sense. A lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I think anything else that we should be aware of?
No, that's it. I think that we've helped a lot of clients go through this process, and it's a difficult process.
It is.
And you need somebody on your side who can help you.
It absolutely is difficult. And one thing I like to say about you, you are just so caring. So you're caring with your client, but you're a spitfire to the other side. You just have this great way about you.
Thank you.
Knowledgeable, and I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks so much.